Used to be dead down. House like jet now. We don't play radio. Don't master flicks now.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy CrayG, and welcome back to another Need for Speed Heat video. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving, man. I know I did. I ate good. And for all my Cowboys fans out there, man, we just couldn't get it done. I just want to say one thing before we get into this build, man. Fuck Jason Garrett. All right, guys, now that we've got that out the way, man, this is my R34 race build, man, that I told you guys I was going to make. Put a poll on my community tab, and a lot of you guys voted yes, so I went ahead and made it, man. And I know you guys have been asking me to start building the cars on the video instead of just pre-building them and then, you know, going over everything I have on them. I will start to do that. It does make the videos really long, which kind of extends the rendering process and the uploading process. You know, and you guys know I've been trying to get this content out as smoothly and as quickly as possible for you guys without just uploading bullshit. So I appreciate you guys for supporting, and I'll start changing it up a little bit for those of you who have been asking. Make sure you guys drop a like and hit that sub button if you've been enjoying the content on the channel. Let's get into the build. All right, guys, so here we have this Nissan SKYLINE R34. I did swap the engine. As you can see, my stats: power 8.4, high speed is a 9.4, my acceleration is at 10, and my nitrous is at 10. I mean, really, your nitrous is always going to be at 10 if you have the ultimate nitrous, so I guess we could say that number doesn't really matter. But if I switch over, I have the forged RB26, so I actually took out the stock RB and went with the forged version, which gives me 1,060 horsepower, 2.03 0 to 60, 838 pound-foot of torque, and my top speed is 233 miles per hour. Ultimate Plus crankshaft, ECU, cooling, and exhaust with a dual turbo here. You guys know how I do, man. I pretty much go with sort of the same setup when it comes to all my race builds, just depending if it's all-wheel or front-wheel. But, you know, I tend to try to change it up a little bit to get different feels for different cars. So with my 5 3-pound tanks of nitrous, and then I have track suspension on here, elite brakes, of course, and I have race tires. So I've actually been going with race tires instead of track tires. And I said this in my last video, race tires have been a lot better for me. They increase cornering speed, and the track tires are just way too grippy. So I would recommend you guys start trying out race tires instead of track tires. I even have a race build for my Evo where I'm using showcase tires, just because that car for some reason is just really stiff. Certain cars are a lot more stiff than other ones, so you got to kind of switch up the setup a little bit. And it's crazy because Ghost Games said that even the best stuff is not always what you want to go for in terms of the chassis and handling and stuff. Now, I don't know if that applies to the engine and performance, because I mean, you want all Ultimate Plus stuff if you want to have the fastest speeds anyway. I mean, that's what you want. But as far as the chassis, you know, I'm starting to go with race tires, and I think that the best stuff doesn't really always give you the best results. But with an elite clutch here, I kept the 6-speed in here as well because, you know, my stats look the best, my 0 to 60 looks the best, and like I said, all these other things kind of lower my 0 to 60. Now if I go right here, the 7-speed will up my high speed by, you know, 0.2 notches, but I mean, what is that, another mile? That doesn't really make a difference to me. I'd rather have a better 0 to 60. And I have track differential as well. I mean, when it comes to your suspension and your differential, I'm pretty sure you want to go with track on both of those, because if I go and let's see if I can find, I mean, there is no super race suspension. And then, you know, if you go down, you know what, honestly, I'm kind of just noticing this. If I put on this pro race suspension, it doesn't change any of my stats at all. It'll probably give me better on-road handling. So you know what? We're gonna put on this race suspension, this pro race suspension, because it'll give us better handling through corners and stuff. And we have our race tires, so that'll increase our cornering speed. Pretty much the pro suspension will help us find the better line through the corners. So we're gonna pair that with the race tires, and we're gonna see how it does. We're gonna actually try this out and see how it does when we take it out and go for some racing. I wonder if that happens to be the same for differential. So if we compare what these say, for track differential, it says a track differential combines the strengths of race and on-road handling, making it a good choice for city and track racing. And the on-road differential says an on-road differential makes the vehicle faster on tarmac, but it will have trouble going off-road. So keep it on the black. You know, I don't really want to go off-road anyway. So we're gonna actually try this pro on-road differential as well, because like I said, it doesn't mess up our 0 to 60, doesn't mess up our stats at all. So we're gonna actually try that out and see how it does. For my auxiliary, I have 2 repair kits, and then I have my damage reduction. Mandatory. I haven't taken this car into the nighttime either, just like my Miata, but we'll see, you know, how it does when I do decide to take it to the nighttime. As you guys can see, man, I got the little I Love JDM sticker on there. I went with some bronze Cosmos rims on here, so we'll go into my customization real quick. For my stance, you guys can see I have the ride height lowered all the way, and I have about 30% negative camber in the front and the rear, and I can give you guys a better angle so you can just see what I mean. And I believe the camber in this game is aesthetics, so it doesn't really have an effect on your performance. But don't quote me on that. That's just kind of what I think, because I don't really notice a difference if I go full 100% negative camber and then I keep it at 30%. I haven't really noticed a difference in the way it handles or anything. For my front bumper, I went with the regular Nissan front bumper, but this front bumper actually added these little vents on the side next to the wheel. And those look really dope. It's better for, you know, more airflow, so I just went with those. I wanted to keep more of a natural look going around. I did put these SKYLINE racing fenders on there. You know, the SKYLINE kit has been here since 2015, you know what I mean? So I went with that, you know, on the front fenders, the side skirts. And for the rear fenders, I just kept the stock Nissan rear fenders. They're wide enough for me, you know, so I like the way those look. For my rims, like I said, I went with these Cosmos MR7s. And for the color, I wanted to go more of a bronze look for these rims. So, you know, I honestly think they look okay. I tried to get as close as I could to that kind of bronze color. You know, they're not perfect, but they look good in my opinion. I went with the stretch tires with and then I also went with stretch tires with no decal as well. I've been going more towards those lately because they just look better instead of having decals on all of my tires, because some cars don't really look well with it. Stock rear bumper on here. I didn't make any changes here. I didn't want to put the SKYLINE or the extra shit on there. I just kind of kept it normal. And then I went with the custom exhaust tip that kind of angles out to the side a little bit, which I like. Smoked the taillights, kept the stock spoiler on there. I could put the SKYLINE racing spoiler on there as well. I mean, you know, that looks good. It doesn't look horrible, but I just feel like this stock spoiler is so legendary the way it looks. But, you know, for video purposes, we might change it up a little bit. We might change it back, though, when we're done. But a lot of you guys said, like, I've been running out of creativity with my builds, so I just want to change it up for you guys. I mean, I don't think I have. Honestly, I don't think I've been running out of creativity. I just think, you know, I like the way I build all my cars. I really wanted to remove the spoiler, but a lot of people was going to hate me for that. So before we get out this garage and take this to a race, man, I want to go into this exhaust right here. And like I said, this is the forged RB26. I went with a little bit aggressive, and like I said, I stay with these couple of notches, like 2 notches to the right from the stock tone of the exhaust, because it gives me that like deep sound. I didn't really want this to spit too much flames, so I went more subtle with it, because, you know, just to change it up a little bit, man. And I put just a slight amount of pipe resonance here, just to give it a little more life. You don't want to do too much. It just depends on what engine's in the car, the way it sounds, because sometimes pipe resonance could just make it sound horrible. So we're gonna take this thing out the garage and go hit a few races and see what it's working with. Hopefully we can get some people to join in online in our races. If not, that's okay. We're just gonna compare lap times. Okay, we are outside the garage, and what I forgot to actually mention is the color that I made this car. It's like a dark metallic gray, and I put the I Love JDM on there and the Zilla on the back window just for small little accents, man. I didn't make like a super crazy wrap with this thing, you know. I just kind of went kind of subtle on the look and just wanted to make it look more street. My live tuning, I have not changed anything yet, because like I said, I just made this build. But what I usually do for most of my vehicles is put that steering sensitivity all the way on high, and lately I've been putting the downforce up too, because it helps with cornering as well. So we're gonna see how this on-road suspension does, man. This thing feels like it handles better instead of having that track suspension. I realized track suspension and, you know, track tires, it just makes your car really stiff and plant it to the ground, because, you know, it's for track racing. But when you're on the road and you're street racing, the on-road parts, I think, do a better job in getting you around corners and helping you keep those lines correctly. This thing is okay. This thing ain't no slouch. I'm not gonna lie, that forged RB is putting in some work. You know, this thing actually looks a lot better outside of the garage. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna start up this Sonic, man. You guys know we're gonna challenge everybody in the lobby, and it's just me. So we're actually gonna switch lobbies because this server is gonna shut down soon. Let me withdraw, switch lobbies, and then we'll come back and do this again. See if we can get into a lobby with some people in there. All right, guys, so we got into a new server, but I literally don't see anyone around the map at all. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this thing over here, man, and just get a race going and have a little bit of fun. Okay, so I believe we went with race tires, and yeah, we went with the pro race suspension. We have race tires, and we have our pro on-road differential. So let's see how this goes. We're gonna just play a solo because, I mean, you know, oh, there's actually people in this lobby. Oh, you know, I didn't see them on the map, but at least we got somebody to join. So I wonder what car they're gonna be using to see how this matches up against it. If they're using an RSR, then obviously you guys know what's gonna happen. But no, I'm gonna have those people that come in the comment section and say, well, it's not an RSR killer. Who cares? At the end of the day, I'm down to just enjoying the cars and enjoying these builds for you guys. And you know, you guys wanted this build, so I did it, man. And y'all can't lie, this Forza RB sounds amazing. All right, here we go. I wonder why the car gets scratched up so easily. Like, all I did was drive to the race. I didn't even hit anything, and my car is all scratched up. I don't know why that is. What is that? I don't get it. Okay, let's see. What car is this guy in? Oh, shit. The sleeper Miata, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see how this goes. He might smoke me, to be honest, if he has it set up right. Come on. Oh, I'm like being pinned against, yo. I was literally pinned against the fucking wall by NPCs. That is crazy. Oh, we out of there. This actually feels really, hold on. That wasn't bad for an all-wheel drive car hitting that turn. That was not bad. Not sure if we're gonna use any nitrous this time around. We're gonna go for a pure lap time. Oh. You know, that on-road suspension and these race tires are actually doing a pretty good job at getting me around these corners without losing too much speed. That's not bad. Okay, boys, we may have found some little gems here. I might start setting up all my race cars a little differently. Yeah, I don't know if my guy has his Miata set up right. I think he should honestly be blowing me out the water right now, but it's okay. Look at this corner cut right here. Oh my gosh. You know, honestly, I kind of see how the guy with the RSR may have gotten 229. Corner cutting. If you sit on the road and actually do the race like you're supposed to, you don't corner cut and you don't use nitrous, there's no way you're getting 2 minutes and 29 seconds. There's no way. I think top would probably be like 2:35 or something like that. 2:36 maybe. Something around that. But I don't know about oh shit. I don't know about ooh, oh, that nitrous. Oh yeah. Dang, that nitrous really helps you out like that. Sheesh. We're gonna hit nitrous for the one time, man. Even though I got my little tanks of nitrous. That, oh, he's gone now. Yeah, he's out of there. I think he was fucking with me. He was playing around with me this whole race. Waited to the end to zoom past me. That's all good though. Oh, I think that wall is what fucked us up too. That wall that I hit. Not bad, not horrible, not horrible. All right, guys, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure you hit that like button and drop a sub on the channel if you haven't already. And if you've been enjoying the content, I appreciate all you guys' support, man. This is the R34 swapped RB26 race build, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.